Vendor discounting. Vendor discounting is another indicator of whether or not a suburb is actually on fire, or whether or not there's more interest from people to buy in that suburb. So the higher the vendor discount, you can imagine, if I'm trying to sell a property and I'm giving you a very good discount, what does that tell you? That tells me that there is less number of people looking to buy my property, and I'm either I'm desperate. So there are two things that indicated by that. But usually, historically, what they say is that a suburb that's not has a lot of people are not interested in buying the suburb. Vendors in that suburb try and offer them greater discounts to encourage buying. So that's basically what vendor discounting is. So if vendor discount is greater than, say, 7%, which basically means that the buyers have an upper hand. And you also have to remember that this could be hyped, that the suburb could be hyped. So which basically means where people were where vendors were actually trying to get a lot more than the value was actually worth. So that could also result in vendor discounting, and it's a positive sign, especially when the vendor discount starts going down. So say, for example, a vendor discounting in a suburb was 9%, and it starts going down to 7% or 6%, which basically means that there are more people buying in that suburb, and that's why vendors are not interested in giving them greater discounts. So so no discount has to be offered to actually encourage people to come and buy property in that suburb. So if you look at some data here, let's look at this data. This is the average level of discounting by vendors across Australia. So as you can see, in 2006 sometime it sat around 7%, but look at this. This is when this is just after GFC hit, or I think GFC hit in 2008, I think, and then people were offering around 8% discount. But as you can see, when the market started booming in 2010 again, the vendor discount fell down, and the same again when everybody started talking down the market. That's what's happening here when people are offering across an average about of 8% discount. So you can look at all this data. For example, look at Hobart. Look at the discount that they're offering right now. What does that tell you about Hobart? Well, don't buy a property there because it's a buyer's market. So you can go there, negotiate and buy it, but at the moment Tasmanian property market is not doing well, so that should ring a bell. That should actually ring an alarm bell there. So if you look at 2012 Brisbane, the vendor discounting was really high, which says that the market may not be moving at the time. But look at 2013, how the vendor discount is pulled back. It's pulled back because the market is now taking off. So that's what vendor discounting tells us.